All right, welcome back. Now, this year's South Africa's Constitution, as well as the National Council of Provinces, will be celebrating 20 years of existence. The Constitution was signed into law by the first democratic president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, on the 10th of December, 1996. Following this event was the opening session of the NCOP on the 6th of February, 1997. Now, to commemorate these milestones, on Friday, Parliament will be officially launching its 20th anniversary program, which will be rolled out throughout the year, under the theme celebrating 20 years of the Constitution and the National Council of Provinces. Gengezi Mkidlana is the Secretary to Parliament, and he is joining us from our studios in Parliament. Mr. Mkidlana, it's a very good morning to you, and thank you so much for coming through.
Good morning, Palisa, and good morning to the viewers.
Now, everyone is of the view that the Constitution was signed in 1996, like we all know, and last year we already observed and participated in some celebrations of the 20th anniversary of the Constitution. But why is Parliament doing it only now?
Well, the Constitution was signed by the President Nelson Mandela on the 10th December 1996. It came into effect on the 4th of February 1997, and on the 6th of February 1997, you also then had the first sitting of the National Council of Provinces. So there are a number of things that happened ranging from 1996 to 1997, and Parliament has chosen this particular year as a year to celebrate that anniversary and commemorate the work, in fact, and commend the work that was done by our founding fathers in this regard.
Now, according to your statement, Parliament is actually mobilizing every sector to support this national campaign, of course, which is a year long. Talk to us about the form in which the campaign will take.
Well, we started last year, 10th December, by launching a book which was contributed to by none other than the Deputy President, Cyril Ramaphosa, Leon Wessels, and a number of other members of Parliament that were involved in the consequent assembly. The second bit that we will be doing is to launch this particular event on the 3rd of March. That event marks the coming together of the three arms of the state once again. You'll be having various layers of the executive, national, provincial, and local government participating in the process. You'll be having the judges that are invited here who participated in basically assenting to the Constitution and making sure that it's ratified accordingly. You'll be having members of the former Senate and those that participated in the consequent assembly. So we've invited quite a wide variety of spectrum of people to mark this particular event. Of course, it will culminate with the speaker giving the keynote address, and you'll be having a panel that consists of members that were involved in that particular era. You have, for instance, Mark Maharaj will be participating there. You'll have Leon Wessels will be participating there. Former Minister Bridget Mabandla will also be participating, and a number of other members that were involved in this intense process.
Yeah, and of course, if you're talking the NCOP, you're talking about the people, and with so many challenges that are still facing our people in South Africa. You talk about unemployment, you talk about poverty, inequality. Talk to us, Mr. Mkidlana, as to how you would encourage the public to be part of those year-planned activities.
Well, we will be having later on in the year activities that are focused on the youth. You will know that during June is a youth month, but we're having activities that will be linking up to that particular time. That will involve us engaging provincial legislatures who are also part and parcel of this particular event. So Parliament is not doing this by itself. It's working with provincial legislatures, and it's working with sectors of society. We'll also be focusing on the youth in this regard and focusing on people with disabilities to look at those vulnerable groups and see how the Constitution is assisting them. You'll also take note that we initiated last year the high-level panel that is headed by former President Motlanthe That panel will be delivering its report this year, and will be using the outcomes of that as lessons learned going forward.
All right. Just in conclusion, a quick one on this one in that day. Who is invited for Friday? A quick one on this one.
Well, we have invited the members of the Constituent Assembly that were involved there, the Constitutional Technical Team that was intensely involved in managing the process. We have invited members of Parliament, civil society, the judiciary. We have invited Chief Justice Mogoeng. Members of the executive will also be participating in that process. Premiers have been invited, academics, and various sectors of civil society. Students are also part and parcel of this event, because we thought there should be a linkage between the people that were there and the young people.
Okay, no, we'll leave it at that, but thank you so much for coming through. Gengezi Nkitlana is the Secretary to Parliament, joining us live from our studios in Parliament. Morning Live will be bringing you the activities as they unfold on Friday.